Call to the Honourable the Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Did the Prime Minister personally raise the serious issue of our sailors being harmed with President Xi?
The call to the Prime Minister.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. At APEC, there were no bilateral formal meetings between myself and China. I had a range of conversations, private conversations, with people at APEC, and one of the things that characterises good diplomacy and foreign policy is that when you have a private conversation, just like when I have a private conversation with the Leader of the Opposition, Mr Speaker, when I have a private conversation with the Leader of the Opposition, it stays private. It stays private. That's what happens. That's how you get outcomes. That's how you build trust. That's how you defend Australia's national interest. But
Order. Members on my right. The Prime Minister will pause. The Prime Minister has been going through his meetings. He's answering the question. The Minister for Climate Change and Energy is warned. The Leader of the Opposition.
Well, Mr Speaker, on relevance, the Prime Minister, if he raises the issue of trust, needs to demonstrate it to the Australian people. Did he stand up for our sailors or not?
The Leader of the Opposition needs to state the point of the order. That was about relevance. The Prime Minister has been answering the question, and he indicated about his conversations that he order. The Leader of the Opposition knows. The member for Moreton is warned. Prime Minister has the call.
Well, it's more about his anger issues, Mr Speaker, is what we see.
Order.
Is what we see yet again being demonstrated here.
Order.
We released
the member for Barker.
The information about the incident involving HMAS Toowoomba before previous incidents under both governments that have occurred, where protests have been made to China. We certainly have done that through all of the channels that you have seen and others that you have not, because that is the way that you deal with those things. We have been totally public and transparent and gone after these issues, defending the fact that our sailors were put in a position that they should never have been put in. That's right. And our primary concern was always standing up for the interests of Australians and our Defence Force. And you stand up for the interests of Australians by delivering a foreign policy and international relations that ensures that you're around the table and ensures that you're engaged. We have said we'll cooperate with China where we can, we'll disagree where we must. Those opposite disagreed where we could and disagreed where we must and disagreed full stop, exclamation mark. That's not the way to deliver outcomes with our major trading partner. That's not the way to deliver outcomes in the interests of our nation as well. The truth is that under those opposite, our international relations with China, with France, with the United States, with Greece, with others, as you go around and you talk to international leaders, the damage that was done by the leaking of text messages
the Prime Minister's time has concluded. The Prime Minister's time has concluded. Order. There's far too much noise in the chamber.